Question number 156. Amount of light entering our eye is regulated mainly by, and this is a direct question, and the correct answer to this question is option number 2, that is iris. It is iris which regulates the amount of light entering our eye by regulating the size of pupil. Let's discuss other options also. First option given is ciliary body. The last option is suspensory ligament, and these are incorrect options because ciliary body and sensory ligaments, they hold the lens in place and have no role to play in regulating the amount of light entering the eye. The third option given is sclera, and this is also an incorrect option because sclera, the white part of our eye, gives shape to eyeball, and protects its inner part and do not play role in regulating the amount of light entering our eye. So the correct answer for this question is option number 2. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 157. Read the following and select the incorrect statement. And the very first option given is pars nervosa is under direct neural regulation of hypothalamus, and as it is a correct statement, so cannot be a correct answer to our question. As you can see here, this is a diagrammatic representation of pituitary and its relationship with hypothalamus. You can see here that posterior pituitary, also known as pars nervosa, is under the direct neural regulation of hypothalamus. This is hypothalamic neuron which is directly regulating the posterior pituitary or pars nervosa. The next statement given is goiter can be caused due to hyposecretion as well as hypersecretion of thyroid hormones, and this is a correct statement, so cannot be a correct answer to our question because goiter is simply an enlarged thyroid gland which is associated with both hyposecretion as well as hypersecretion of thyroid hormones. The next statement given is progesterone and prolactin can be considered synergistic hormones with respect to mammary glands. And as it's a correct statement, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question. Because both these hormones, that is progesterone and prolactin, they'll regulate the growth of mammary gland and formation of milk in them. So you can say both these hormones act synergistically to each other. The next statement given is diabetes insipidus is characterized by glycosuria and ketonuria, and this is an incorrect statement, so is a correct answer to our question because it is diabetes mellitus and not diabetes insipidus, which is characterized by glycosuria and ketonuria, that is presence of glucose in urine and presence of ketone bodies in urine. On the other hand, diabetes insipidus is caused due to the deficiency of ADH or vasopressin, which is an antidiuretic hormone. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 158. Select the odd one among the diabetogenic hormones. And the correct answer to this question is option number 4, that is insulin. Because the other 3 options, that is growth hormone, cortisol and glucagon, are incorrect options because these hormones cause increase in blood glucose level whereas insulin, which acts antagonistic to glucagon hormone, this hormone stimulates glucose uptake by cells and its further utilization for energy production or conversion of glycogen into glucose, thereby leading to decline in blood glucose levels. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4, that is insulin, which is not a diabetogenic hormone, whereas other 3 hormones, that is growth hormone, cortisol and glucagon hormone, are diabetogenic hormones which increases the blood glucose levels. Now let's proceed to the next question. Question number 159. During relaxation of a muscle fiber, very first option given is calcium ions diffuse into sarcoplasmic reticulum from sarcoplasm, and this is an incorrect option because calcium ions do not diffuse but they are actively pumped into sarcoplasmic reticulum for sarcoplasm during relaxation of a muscle fiber. The next option given is A band regains its original length, and this is an incorrect option because the length of A bands remains constant. It doesn't reduce or increase during relaxation or contraction of muscle. The next option given is myosin head releases ADP and PI, leading to breakdown of ectomycin cross bridge, and this is also an incorrect option because the factor which is responsible for the breakdown of ectomycin cross bridge is not the release of ADP and PI from the myosin head, but it is the binding of a new ATP molecule to the myosin head which will lead to the breakdown of this cross bridge. So this is an incorrect option. The very last option given is troponin tropomyosin complex covers myosin binding site on actin, and this is a correct answer to our question. The conformation of this troponin and tropomyosin complex changes, and these regulatory proteins then again cover the myosin binding site on actin. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 160. On the basis of diagram of brain given below, identify and select the option with correct function of the label structure A. Now you can see the label structure is this, which represents what? This label structures represent corpus callosum. This is A. And this corpus callosum, which is a tract of nerve fibers, connects to cerebral hemispheres together. These are the cerebral hemisphere, and these two cerebral hemispheres are connected together with the help of these tract of nerve fibers known as corpus callosum. So this label diagram A represents corpus callosum. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3, that is tract of nerve fibers that connect to cerebral hemisphere. Let's discuss other options also. The first option given is connect first ventricle to the second ventricle, and this is an incorrect option because it is foramen of Monro, which connects first and second ventricle with the third ventricle. So this is an incorrect option. The second option given is relay center of brain, and this is also an incorrect option because as you can see here, it is this thalamus which acts as a relay center of brain. The next option given is regulates the basic rhythm of inspiration and expiration, and this is also an incorrect option because it is this medulla which regulates cardiovascular reflex, gastric secretion and respiration. You can see here, this is your medulla, and this medulla regulates the basic rhythm of inspiration and expiration. So the correct answer to our question is option number 3. Let's discuss our next question.